Welcome back, everybody. So if you're a first-time viewer, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Please hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell notification so that you know every time that I upload a video. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for staying tuned in. Please do share and comment and like. So we got a lot of good feedback from the first video. If you guys haven't seen that yet, I will put that in the description here, or I'll just link it here on the screen somewhere. So on this week's list, I've decided to put together some movies that made you feel like, you know what, this was a good movie, but I don't think I'm gonna watch it again anytime soon. That's right, I'm giving you guys this week the top 5 movies that are hard to watch twice. Alright? So before we even get into that, I strongly advise that you guys give yourself a break. Do not watch all of these movies at one go, right? You will put yourself through a lot of emotions. So I strongly do not suggest it. Take it in small dosages. Watch a movie once every 2 or 3 nights. I strongly suggest, if you haven't seen any of these movies yet. And I will also put in the description where you can watch these movies, either it be Netflix or Showmax, DSTV, or anywhere. Basically, I will do that research for you, and you can just follow that and be entertained by those movies. Okay, so before we get started with this list, I need to let you guys know, again, a quick disclaimer. Yes, I am a film graduate, but I am by no means a professional film critic, nor do I claim to be a professional film critic. These lists are compiled based off of my personal opinion and basically to share with you guys to have a different perspective on what to watch, as well as to be entertained during this lockdown period. Alright, so coming in at number 5 on this list, we have Hacksaw Ridge.
Get some sutures?
Yes, doctor.
Put some pressure on it. Did you apply this tourniquet?
Yes, sir.
Nice work. You might have saved this boy's life.
Becoming a war hero doesn't always mean that you have to have the highest kills or have done the most missions. In fact, this movie goes against all of those constraints. This war drama based on a true story follows Desmond T. Doss, played by Andrew Garfield, a man who has sworn to never hold a gun but enrolls in the army to participate in World War II. Now, his heroics is demonstrated in a completely different way. Throughout the whole movie, we follow his journey as a medical soldier, a devoted man who's not willing to waver his beliefs at all for anything and anyone, even facing certain persecution.
I'm different, I know that, but I'm not gonna pretend to be something I'm not. I am what I am.
Sounds lonely.
After demonstrating much bravery and courage, Private Doss sacrifices his life to save as many men in the Battle of Okinawa as he possibly can, with just one phrase constantly ringing in his head.
Please, Lord, help me get one more. Help me get one more.
This is definitely a movie that will rock your emotions right down to the core.
It's all right. It's all right. All right, Desmond.
Number 4 on this list, we have The Green Mile.
Edouard Delacroix, electricity shall now be passed through your body until you are dead, in accordance with state law. God have mercy on your soul.
This devastating crime drama follows a man who's been falsely accused and imprisoned for a murder that he did not commit.
Until he kills a couple of little girls. He is strange, I admit, but there doesn't seem to be any real violence in him.
This devastating crime drama follows a man that's been falsely prosecuted and arrested for an alleged crime that he did not commit at all. Now, as sad as that is already, this man has been sentenced to death on the Green Mile, which is iconically named because of the dark green tiling that leads you down death row. With Tom Hanks playing as the lead guard in this prison, he quickly gets acquainted with his prisoner and actually learns that there's a bit more to this guy than what the public is saying. Tom Hanks and his colleagues are confused as to how such a kind and gentle man can be capable of such a brutal crime that he's been accused of. After learning about this magical power that this man has to miraculously heal people, he's instantly filled with regret as the man is surely going to face certain death and tries by all means to rectify that and set the man free.
Spelled the same.
No, ma'am. Not spelled the same at all.
Coming in at number 3 in this list is Lone Survivor.
And you're Mike Murphy.
You are Mike Murphy.
After falling behind enemy lines, the hunters quickly become the hunted in this true story war action movie. With Mark Wahlberg leading the line, 4 Navy SEALs are sent to capture or kill a leader of an enemy terrorist group in Afghanistan. After falling right into a trap, which pretty much is expected most of the time, these 4 men fight tooth and nail to survive this onslaught that they keep getting at them. Just picture yourself stuck in a foreign country with no allies at all, enemies closing in on you slowly, and all your attempts of help being cut down by these enemies. Certainly it's easy to lose hope at this point, but these 4 navies fight everything that they can to try and survive and make it back home to their families. Coming in at number 2 on this list, we have 12 Years a Slave. Now, slavery has always been a triggering topic, and you can best believe that this movie is going to send you all the way up if it is something you hold quite personal to your heart. Now, picture yourself being a free man and being offered a new job by someone you thought that you could trust. When you get to that place, it turns out that you've actually been sold into slavery and all of your free rights have been stripped away. So this is what happens to our lead character, Solomon Northam. What starts off as being selfish and wanting to only get himself out of the situation, he finally connects with other people who have been wrongfully enslaved and tries to also get them out of the situation that they are in. After banding together and realizing that there is power in numbers, freedom is almost a sure thing for all of the ones who are captive.
Striker! Striker!
And finally, coming in at number 1, we have The Passion of the Christ. With Mel Gibson's second entry on this list, this movie is guaranteed to absolutely rock your world, especially if you are a Christian believer. We're all familiar with the story of how God sent his only son to the world to cleanse everyone of their sins and hopefully save humanity. But now, this whole sacrifice is something that a lot of us have read but have never actually witnessed. In this film, you witness a whole different side of it. What makes this film so gut-wrenching is to actually see the pain happening in person and physically going through the emotions yourself. And if that's not wild enough for you, there's actually a lot of crazy things that went on this set while shooting. Like, for example, quite a few people were struck by lightning.
You got struck with lightning.
I was struck by lightning. Light came right down from heaven and lit me up. What people witnessed was an illumination around my body and a fire on the right and left side of my head.
And also, ironically enough, the actor who played as Judas actually converted into a Christian on that set. Now, this movie might not be up everyone's alley in terms of a religious standpoint, but it is definitely worth a watch and is worthy of being at the top of this list of movies that are hard to watch twice. Do you agree with this list?
No sword!
Thank you again for watching this video. Please stay tuned for more videos like this posted on a weekly basis. And yet again, guys, if you do not agree with this list, please do comment down on what you think should be on here, and perhaps we might even do a number 2 of this kind of list. But until then, thank you again. Please do subscribe, follow, like, and share, and I will catch you on the next upload. Cheers.